1 Top 60 phim Hey, OM and number 7929, Trung, Han Siu Hot, M and number 7899, INH and number 7845, T 2022 Tren, Top 60 phim Hey M and number 7899, INH and number 7845, T, and number 273, Ang Hot Tren Netflix 2022. Kungsum phim L and number 7867, Hey, Han and number 273, and number 7897, NG Bomb T and number 7845, NM and number 7929, Phim Trui and number 7873, N Hin Han Chu and number 7889, C, Phim C and number 7893, Trang Trung Chu and number 7889, C, 2. Top 20 Phim Han and number 272, and number 7897, NG Chi and number 7871, UR and number 7841, P 2022, NH and number 7919, NGB and number 7897, Phim L and number 7867, Hey, B and number 7897, Phim LA TAC PH and number 7849, MTH and number 7913, T and number 432, V and number 7873, KV and number 7853, T Godzilla Do HNG Phim Hollywood and number 273, INH and number 273, MS and number 7843, NSU and number 7845, T Kauchu and number 7879, NK and number 7875, V and number 7873, TR and number 7853, NG and number 7871, NGI and number 7919, a high fee and number 273, and number 7889, IL and number 7853, P Godzilla VA Kong S and number 7921, 3. Top 11 Phim Codone Thursday CAONH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I, Momo rating 5.0, 89, 4. Top 22 Phim Chi and number 7871, UR and number 7841, P 2021 Hey and number 273, Angmong chapter and number 7901, NH and number 7845, T, Momo rating 5.0, 674, 5. Top 100 Phim Hey NH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I, Harper's Bazaar Vietnam August 7, 2021 1. 100 Phim Hey NH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I, Not Tuesday Shawshank and number 8211, The Shawshank Redemption, 1994, 2. B and number 7889, Gia and number 8211, The Godfather, 1972, 3. K and number 7925, S and number 297, Bong and number 273, M and number 8211, The 6. Top 100 Phim Hey NH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I and number 273, and number 432, and number 7907, CNG and number 432, and number 7901, ISM and number 273, Ongia CA Omar 31, 2022 2.4. 12B and number 7897, Phim Han and number 273, and number 7897, NGH and number 7865, TTH and number 7903, TR and number 7903, V and number 7873, T and number 432, and number 417, NG Li, N and number 259, M 1985, BY and number 7879, T and number 273, and number 7897, Ibeo Thursday, CU and number 7897, C Chi and number 7871, NVOC and number 7921, C, N and number 259, M 2018, V and number 7909, and M and number 7841, NG Naben, N and number 259, M 1954, 7. Top 116B and number 7897, Phim Kin and number 273, I and number 7875, NB and number 7845, TH and number 7911, and number 273, Angzam NH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I, Pops June 25, 2021 1. The Shawshank Redemption and number 8211, Not Tuesday Shawshank, 1994, 2. The Godfather and number 8211, B and number 7889, Gia, 1972, 3. The Godfather 2 and number 8211, B and number 7889, Gia 2, 1974, 5. 12 Angry Men 8. Top 35B and number 7897, Phim Trung Chu and number 7889, CM and number 7899, IHE NH and number 7845, TRAM and number 7855, TN and number 259, M 2022, Pops rating 5.0, 362, 9. 35B and number 7897, Phim Trung Chu and number 7889, C B and number 7841, NCO TH and number 7875, and number 8220, K and number 8221, Tren Netflix, Klook January 21, 2022 1. Ma and number 272, and number 7841, O. T and number 7893, S and number 432, TR and number 7847, N Tin L and number 7879, NH, The Untamed 2. Han S and number 7903, Trui and number 7873, NK and number 7923, Hei Han S and number 7903, Tran Hung, King's War 3. G and number 7917, ITH and number 7901, Itan Xian Na ETH and number 417, T and number 432, and number 417, I10. Top 8B and number 7897, Phim G Up B and number 7841, NGI and number 7843, Ique Mua D and number 7883, Chapter, Traveloka September 16, 2021 Them M and number 7897, T Fimnanzam Mua D and number 7883, Chapter Kaklam V and number 7873, Chapter and number 7911, and number 273, and number 7873, Gia and number 273, INHLAB and number 7889, Ngon, B and number 7889, H and number 432, Daddy's Home. N and number 7897, I Dung Phim Ko I Quan Kao Chu and number 7879, NC and number 7911, Abrad, Do 11. Top 16 Phim Hay NH and number 7845, T 2021 Dan Cho Kak Tin and number 273, and number 7891, Me Phim, Coolmate 1. 1 The Green Knight and number 8211, L and number 7909, CK and number 7925, S and number 297, 2. 2 The Mitchells vs 3. 3 Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and number 8211, Shang-Chi va Hui and number 7873, Entho and number 7841, ITH and number 7853, Piluan 4. 4 Rhea 12. Dan Sach Phim and number 273, I and number 7879, N and number 7843, NHVI and number 7879, T Nam Ko Don Thursday CAO NH and number 7845, T, Wikipedia VI and number 7879, CX and number 7871, PH and number 7841, NG chapter and number 7881, Mang YNGH and number 297, AT and number 432, and number 417, NG and number 273, and number 7889, IVIM and number 7897, TS and number 7889, phim Kong Kong B and number 7889, Don Thursday CU and number 7889, IKung, and number 8220, T and number 7889, P5 phim VI and number 7879, T Don Thursday CAONH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I and number 8221, 13. Top 20 B and number 7897, Phimkin and number 273, I and number 7875, NB and number 7845, TH and number 7911, and number 273, Angzam NH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I1M and number 7843, NH Kin Huang and number 8211, The Conjuring, 2013, 2B and number 7889, Gia and number 8211, The Godfather, 1972, 3 Chuyi and number 7879, N Tao Lao and number 8211, Pulp Fiction, 1994, 4 NG and number 432, and number 7901, IT and number 7889, T, K and number 7867, X and number 7845, UVA 10 VOL and number 7841, I and number 8211, The 14. Top Phim Han He NH and number 7845, T Thang February 2022 10 Asia, YouTube February 19, 2022 Kre, Content Writer, Cadus, Audio, TNB, Video Editor, and number 272, and number 7841, Tengay T and number 7871, T and number 273, Ang C and number 7853, NK and number 7873, Chapter and number 7855, CH and number 7859, NCAC and number 8220, M and number 7885, T-Phim. Duration, 752. Posted, February 19, 2022 15. Top 9 Phim Kin D and number 7883, Hey VA and number 273, Angzam NH and number 7845, TM and number 7885, ITH and number 7901, I and number 273, and number 7841, I1. The Conjuring, AM and number 7843, NH Kin Huang 2. Get Out, TR and number 7889, Anthoid 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8.